Good evening, thanks very much indeed, Jake. Manchester City setting off on another Champions League journey, wondering if this is the year. What awaits them here after the pain in Spain the last time they visited that dramatic semi-final collapse against Real Madrid when they played so well for 85 minutes and then it all fell apart. Big favourites here against a Sevilla side who've made their worst start in Spain. Group stage. They've topped the group in the last 5 campaigns and they've advanced from the group to the knockout stages in the last 9 Champions League campaigns.
Shoulder again wasn't found.
Foden, lovely ball, De Bruyne, and there he is again, Erling Haaland. Show him a goal, show him a net, he'll put the ball in it. Pounces again, the poacher supreme, and City are 1 up, and again Haaland scores in the Champions League. It's an incredible record. 20. Cancelo, Foden again, working onto that left foot. There's the shot and there's the goal. 2-0. Manchester City. A counter-attack and Foden's composure was something to behold there.
You said it moments earlier about
Foden again. Could be another chance here. Haaland, he's going to score again, you know. 2 for him, 3 for Manchester City. And the goal machine remains in full working order.
He's just brilliant. Right place, right time. Another goal.
City ending the game in total control, and they have been most of the way. Cancelo, and there is the goal. Ruben Dias, he doesn't get many. Strikes to make it 4-0 to Manchester City, and it has been that emphatic on the night. A first ever for Erling Haaland to take his tally already to 12 goals for Manchester City. Phil Foden had a brilliant game, got one as well. Ruben Dias at the end, and a very, very impressive start on the Champions League road for Manchester City.
Ilkay Gundogan, and you wonder what's in store for that man tonight. Erling Haaland, who's made such a fantastic start to life as a Manchester City player, Robbie Savage, and he must be fired up for this one tonight against Dortmund.
Yeah, he's been brilliant so far. I'm surprised that Dortmund have made that change in the centre half.
And it has even more of them these days. Dortmund are an experienced European team, but know better than any team in Europe just how dangerous Erling Haaland is, knowing him and stopping him. Corner taken by Reina. Cleared as far as Marco Reus. It's deflected and in is Jude Bellingham. Marco Reus's delivery and the delicate touch from Jude Bellingham. And Borussia Dortmund take the lead at the Etihad against Manchester City. That one. Stones for Manchester City. Oh, yes! What a goal! It's an absolute wonder strike from John Stones. Where on earth did he find that from? Manchester City won, Borussia Dortmund. Cancelo, they can't get out now, the German team at all. What a ball that is by Cancelo! By Haaland! Wonderful! Sometimes you cannot believe your eyes. What a pass! What a finish! What a moment here at the Etihad. Haaland against his old club after a brilliant ball by Cancelo, and just like that, City lead Dortmund 2-1 to City and couldn't get started. It was Jude Bellingham with a goal to get them in front. John Stones, though, with a wonderful hit from outside the box. The goalkeeper probably should have done better, but it got Manchester City started. But the goal that won it was out of this world. Wonderful ball in from the outside of...
Back home, their Superliga title defence isn't going to plan, and they have several senior players injured. So much of the focus naturally again tonight on Erling Haaland, who isn't given a rest. Of course, tonight a big ask for Copenhagen's new head coach, Jakob Nistrup, who on his Champions League debut picked his wits against Guardiola. Challenge, but it's a night, Robbie Savage, where there is a very clear favourite.
Yeah, and you're thinking before you come to the Etihad this evening, how many goals?
Erling Haaland hat-trick balls at City than he has contracts. Here's Cancelo. Haaland! Inevitable, relentless. He is a walking, talking cheat code, and he's on the score sheet inside 7 minutes at the Etihad. Taken by Mahrez, it's over the head of Haaland, and hit on the volley, and Haaland's there again! My word. Well, that one's a tap-in, but still he's in the right place at the right time.
The penalty area of the opposition, yeah.
Grealish, and hit early, and Haaland's there! And turned in. Gomez with the shot. City lead by 3-0. Haaland won't be claiming that one, even though he was in there. Kochel
Goes in, yeah. It's a good decision from the referee. He's in a good place to see it. Pulls him to the ground.
Mahrez against Rabara. Lovely penalty. And he marks his 200th Manchester City. As Grealish carries on and finds Mahrez. And Alvarez! His first Champions League goal. A lovely Manchester City move to make it 5.
You just feel that Copenhagen have a couple of opportunities.
Gil Gomez, the last act of the game. Well, City impressive yet again, as was that man. A goal with his first touch of the game. Added a second, just over half an hour gone. Erling Haaland, that one was a tap-in. Konchalava with an own goal. And it was 3-0 at half-time. Then Mahrez.
Good evening, Seema. Good evening, everybody. So tonight could be the night for Manchester City, the night they become the first team to qualify for the last 16. And in a season like this one, any opportunity to take a rest at some stage would be eagerly accepted, I'm sure. And without being disrespectful to FC Copenhagen or any of City's opponents, we sit here and wonder how many goals Pep Guardiola's Sky Blue machine will score. So far, Jude Bellingham remains the only player to score against them in the group stage of the Champions League. The shot comes in from Rodri, what a goal! Well, he's going to come and have a look at it.
Well, I presume it was by Alvarez, was it?
Well, Thiago Martins, have a look at his the VAR tonight.
He's disallowing, isn't he? Looking. Well, he's had 15 looks at this as well.
Yeah.
Come on, ref, do your job. There you go. There's the penalty.
Penalty. Oleg Grabara. And Grabara saves it. Outstanding save by the Copenhagen goalkeeper.
Yeah, brilliant by him.
Pulled back now for Kevin De Bruyne. Left foot curler, good save. Grabara kept his eye on the ball and saved Silva. Well, there's full time, and the supporters The Copenhagen supporters celebrate like they've won the match. They were beaten 5-0 last week. They've got a 0-0 tonight. Shake of the hands between the respect. Well, this is one of the great stadiums in European football to watch a game. City are here to face the yellow wall and a Dortmund side who scored 5 at the weekend, but they're here tonight free of pressure, having secured a place in the last 16 and know they will win the group if they avoid defeat. And you wonder what's going through that man's mind as he walks out into such familiar surroundings. And if anybody wants to mark a return to a stadium that he graced tonight, and the atmosphere is electric. The yellow wall was full when there was hardly any other people in the sort of bit of work for Liverpool to do tomorrow night. Tottenham as well. Adeyemi running in behind Cancelo, teeing up Moukoko, should have scored. Should have scored, best chance of the night. Get there, Mahrez though will. Down he goes, penalty. Very, very clumsy from Emre Can.
Easy, wasn't it? What is Emre Can doing? What is he doing?
And Mahrez denied by the goalkeeper. Excellent save. Acrobatically springing to his right, tipping it away. With time to bring it down. Alvarez with a snapshot. Foden following up. Kobel quickly over there for Dortmund. Nice and sharp that from Alvarez. And there it is. The celebrations will begin in Dortmund because they've qualified for the last 16. And Manchester City can celebrate as well because they've won the group.
They did ahead of time. Fates and futures already determined. This a night without jeopardy, but there's no lack of opportunity. Several of City's fringe players with a great chance to impress. And how Sevilla could do with the lift that a result here would provide. The Europa League specialists of a game fallen short in the Champions League. Back home, they're currently in a relegation battle, but it's a squad that's got lots of familiar names in it and a fair degree of star quality. The recently appointed Jorge Sampaoli hoping to blend them into a team. They need all the positivity they can get right now. Important to retain focus. And I guess Martin Kiona is over towards him now, and the header is brilliant. So well taken. Well, he's been the danger man, he's been the threat, and he's found the back of the net.
Well, he's literally shone like a beacon for Seville. Nobody picking him up.
Alvarez, oh, good ball. Oh, what a finish! And what a story! On his first start, Rico Lewis is mobbed by his teammates. This is not how I play football. And that's a good ball. And City are in here. Oh, what a finish too. Squeezed it in. Alvarez on the score sheet. But that's the man who made it. Straight into the thick of the action. Nicked it off him, and he's got Mahrez to his right. This is Mahrez! And that's 3. Unselfish play to set up Riyad Mahrez, and he did the rest.
He certainly did. Alvarez.
His goal scorer in the Champions League. And that will mean a lot from the manager as well. Gave him the chance, showed the faith in him. This evening, Jake, evening everyone. Well, any football fan will say it's the hope that kills you, but we all keep coming back for more. The belief that it will finally be your year, and that's certainly the case with Manchester City and the Champions League. A trophy that has eluded them for so long, the one they want now above all else. The missing piece in the jigsaw, their sporting holy grail. And this is a side, you know, that might just be ready to reach. Now the serious business really begins. Knockout football leaves no place to hide. Schlager giving it away. Can't do that with the likes of Grealish around. And Mahrez! Emphatic finish! The error punished to maximum effect. 1-0 to Manchester City.
Hits it like an arrow, didn't he?
I'll try again. Another ball into the box. And this time they get the equaliser. Gvardiol was forward. City are saying there was a push. But Marco Rosa's side are on terms in Leipzig. So much better in this second half. And there's their reward. To make the most of home advantage despite a much improved second half from Marco Rosa's team.
Good evening to you, Jake, and good evening, everybody. Well, Manchester City are favourites to win the whole Champions League with the bookmakers, and they didn't get too much wrong at Cheltenham this afternoon. Yeah, favourites ahead of Bayern Munich, ahead of the reigning champions Real Madrid, but they are finding this prize elusive. This looks exactly the kind of tie which they might find a little tricky against the useful Leipzig side, who are third in the Bundesliga and have scored in 23 of their last 24 matches. Beside me, Robbie, Manchester City here, 1-1 from the first leg. They will be favourites. No mistake again. Haaland strikes. Manchester City lead. You sort of knew what was going to happen when it was him.
It's a natural position.
Here's De Bruyne trying to enter. It's great. On the other side of the bar. And it's 2-0. It's Haaland again. 2 minutes for him. And Manchester City surely on their way to the last 8. Curled in. And does it cross the line? It has now. Haaland may have a hat-trick there if that hadn't already crossed the line. City won't care who it gets credited to. They're really in the box seat now. Gundogan, Grealish, City threatening again. Gundogan turning, twisting, shooting, scoring for Manchester City. Sublime, running away with this.
Wow, what a goal. That comes from Ederson's pass.
The starting lineup, they're coming on. Bernardo Silva with a header. Haaland! And then the Kanji and Haaland again! He's got 4 now! And he's equalled Manchester City's all-time seasonal scoring record. Number 30. Again. He's gone a long way. Somehow the goalkeeper says he's got 5! Haaland again! He's got now! This is incredible! It's the Erling Haaland show! And he's not stopped yet! Here goes Mahrez again. Here's De Bruyne. There's the shot and there's the goal! He deserves! What a performance, what a statement from Kevin De Bruyne tonight. He has been spectacular, scintillating, sensational display by Manchester City, and well, almost superhuman display from Erling Haaland.
Who are about to go head-to-head, the champions of England against the champions of Germany for a place in the semi-finals. It's the first time the teams have played against each other in the knockout stages. It's also the first time that Pep Guardiola's coached against Bayern since he left them in 2016. The pocket there for Rodri, skips away from... It's a goal to take your breath away in the Champions League! It's an absolute beauty from Rodri! And it's the first time... Upamecano's lost out to Grealish, but it goes to Haaland, promising for City, pulls across to Bernardo Silva! 2-0! Slides into the arms of Calvin Phillips, and you wonder whether Manchester City have just taken a giant stride towards the semi-finals. Alvarez. The target is Stones. Haaland! Dreamland in the Champions League for Manchester City, who can smell the semi-finals. And the man they signed to take them to the promised land has scored the third goal. And that's one of Manchester City's great nights in Europe. They've taken Bayern Munich apart tonight. Pep Guardiola must be so proud of his players. Erling Haaland got his customary goal. He's got 45 this.
Thomas Tuchel's Bayern, they've got to keep that back door well and truly locked. First goal is going to be absolutely crucial, and they can't concede, and they've got to score 3.
And some defending to do now, though. It's Erling Haaland against Upamecano, who's lost his balance, and Haaland is through! The Nordic goal machine gets another! 48 in all competitions, and that may seal it for City.
No mistake this time.
Joshua Kimmich straight down the center as he sends Ederson the wrong way. And there is life to Bayern Munich. A consolation goal maybe. They may avoid defeat. An exit still looming.
And so here they go again. After last season's semi-final drama, it was surely destiny that these two would meet again so soon. And maybe with even more added to the occasion. Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior, another year older, wiser and better for Real Madrid. And with Manchester City now enjoying the goals Erling Haaland brings, all 51 of them in his first season so far. 14 times Real Madrid have been the kings of Europe. This is their competition. of their last 16 games in all competitions. Real Madrid won 6 of their last 8. In the Champions League, they've won all of their last 6 on their home turf. City have been draw specialists on the road in Europe this season. A draw would suit them very nicely ahead of next week's second leg.
And get involved a little more.
Here's Camavinga, who's getting forward a little more. And Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! A Real Madrid rocket! No stopping that! No saving that! That is a strike!
What a...
Grealish Gundogan with the turn, and he's not allowed to turn again. De Bruyne strike! Oh, that's wonderful! He got all of that! Kevin De Bruyne sends City's fans into delirium. 1-1 at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Two terrific teams who have slugged it out from minute one with a different approach to start with, but at times they've both found their rhythm, and we've been treated to two of the most special strikes you could ever wish to see.
Welcome back to the Etihad. It's a big atmosphere on a big night in a big season. Remember, tonight is not just about making it through to the Champions League final for this football club. The treble is on the line, and they're making some noise in here, Rio.
Yeah, this is loud. This is what it's about. This is what semi-finals generate. There's anxiety in the air. You can feel it.
So here we go then, part two of the Dream semi-final. History chasing Manchester City against the 14-time European champions Real Madrid. The players out into a colourful cauldron of noise. It's a season-defining night for everyone down there. City or Madrid, England or Spain, perfection or precision. It's the very best the game of football has to offer. Sit back and enjoy it. Intend to leave Manchester as Europe's top team tonight. It's a night where careers can be defined, epitaphs written. It's a night for players to flourish under pressure and the roads. Here's Walker and now De Bruyne, and they're toying with them. Bernardo Silva again! First half, Jack Grealish for Manchester City. Gundogan stepping in. There's the chance. Oh, it's two! It's two! And it's Bernardo Silva again! Manchester City can see Istanbul appearing on the horizon, and little Bernardo Silva is the man who's driving them there. Yeah, free kick taken by De Bruyne. It's gone in! It's an own goal, is it? Or did Akanji get the last touch?
It's a Matt Fletch, 3-0.
As Julian Lescott says, it doesn't matter, because that must be the moment to take Manchester City to Istanbul. Eder Militao couldn't keep it out. Manchester City get a... There's Mahrez. Foden. On it goes to Alvarez! Manchester City are heading to Istanbul. They will play in the Champions League final against Internazionale of Milan, and they absolutely ripped Real Madrid apart. 4-0 tonight, 5-1 on aggregate, and the gap between these two teams is so wide. Manchester City have done it. A warm embrace between two brilliant managers. They will go to Istanbul, and they could well make history there. The champions are out, and the blue moon shines brighter than ever over the Etihad Stadium tonight. Manchester City have had some great nights. They haven't had many greater nights in European competition than this one. Manchester City are through, the flags are waving, Real Madrid have been beaten, and Manchester City need one more big European performance. Good evening everybody, and what a moment as the former Turkey international Hamit Altintop places the trophy on the plinth, and that's what the two teams here tonight in Istanbul are playing for. So the stage is set inside the Ataturk Stadium. The supporters here from Manchester City and from Internazionale of Milan. and all the pomp and circumstance of a Champions League final. And here they come, led out by the World Cup final referee Simon Marciniak. The players of Manchester City and Internazionale walking out past this trophy that turns players into legends. Players preparing to walk past the iconic emblem of tonight, walking towards their destiny here in Istanbul. Who the hero will be. The Atatürk Stadium seen it all before, chapters have been written here, but tonight could be special. The team from Manchester could be heading for immortality. It's 2 down and 1 to go for history.
Yes, they want to play when they can.
Play through here to Haaland. The offside flag went up. Haaland, Manchester City. Erling Haaland could save Onana. Now for City. That's a lovely little ball in. Bernardo Silva. Tight angle, pulls it back. Coming onto it now to shoot. Yeah! Score! Rodri! Manchester City lead in the Champions League final. And that's a huge, huge goal for Rodri. And the Manchester City supporters have gone absolutely mad. Such a big goal, such a big moment. And Manchester City take a giant stride towards the treble. Header came in from Çalhanoğlu, and then Dumfries was challenging. Lukaku's in there. Di Marco there as well. Oh, it's in the bar. Di Marco hits Lukaku, I think. Still not clear. It will be now.
He does it, Lukaku.
How on earth did they not equalise Inter? To the middle. Brozovic flicks it in. Gerson's coming in. Gets it. Oh, what a save!
Save goal.
What a save!
Oh, my.
That's an unbelievable save from Ederson. An amazing moment for the Manchester City goalkeeper. Has that moment just secured the Champions League?
Don't even know he knew he saved.
Brilliant save again! And they've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete! The greatest story in club history has an ending! And what a final chapter! Rodri with the goal, Ederson with 2 outstanding moments, and Pep Guardiola is a European champion again. There's a blue moon shining over Europe tonight. He's going to be the first player. The 2 saves that he made after Manchester City had taken the lead will never be forgotten, and the goal that Rodri scored is right up there as the most important goal that anybody in a Manchester City shirt has ever scored. Trophy is there. And İlkay Gündoğan raises this famous old trophy high. Manchester City, the European champions, history-making treble winners. They've reached the promised land. What a night, what a season. Congratulations to Manchester City.